So recently I've been using Apache Superset, which is a new and upcoming data analytics tool. And with my previous experience in Power BI, I'm going to be comparing both of these powerful analytics tools and basically explore how the experience can feel very different when you're just using them for personal usage. So what I've found with Apache Superset is that it's open source and it's also free. So you don't have to worry about licensing or any cost of implementation until you decide to implement it into a business. I think that makes about 250 million USD or more. And basically, once you get it up and running, it connects to a huge range of databases and works really well with SQL. It has really good integration. So if you're more technical and like writing queries, it gives you a lot of freedom in that sense. It's also really good for real-time dashboards, especially when you connect it to engines such as Druid or BigQuery that are basically built for streaming data. And what that means is if you're tracking things like a live website traffic, system performance, or IoT sensor data, basically Apache Superset can refresh and display updates almost instantly without a lot of lag. It also gives you a lot of flexibility in the sense that it's more open source and customizable than Power BI, as you can build your own visualizations, plug in new chart types, or even you can tweak the back end to suit your workflow. And that kind of flexibility is something that more commercial tools don't offer because it's more polished. However, a better alternative to Apache Superset I've found is Metabase, as it's often chosen over Apache Superset because it's more centered around ease of use for the user, and it's particularly for non-technical users and has a more streamlined setup and integration experience. So moving on to Power BI, having used it for so long, I find it more intuitive and user-friendly for beginners, and you can even download it and open it and start building dashboards straight away, especially since the drag and drop interface makes it so easy to make many visualizations quickly, especially if you've used Excel or CSV files before. From there, you can go even further and utilize their DAX formulas and Power Query, which let you basically model and transform your data without having to code everything yourself. Overall, Superset is better if you want full flexibility and control, and you really don't mind the technical setup. As for me, I had to go into the BIOS and edit a few settings for visualization models, and Power BI is way better if you want a more intuitive, polished tool that's easy to pick up for basically everyday analysis. And even if you're working on your personal projects or you want quick insights, Power BI is just the more practical choice, as Superset makes more sense if your goal is to build a more technical skills or customize your dashboards at a deeper level. But in the end, I think you should take into consideration how your end user interacts with the final product and if the aesthetics of one tool or another increases its adoption. Because realistically, the report doesn't matter if no one in the company is able to really draw any insights from your report.